We were watching before David Lord battle with Bruce Kiley. He actually has got past, but now he's hunted down James Scott, trying to get a move done. And in between David Lord and Bruce Kiley, there's about 3 lap cars in there too, so a little bit of an advantage for the number 74 car in that aspect. Almost makes a move and nearly contact between the 018 of Scott and Lord in the 74.
Yeah, I had a look back at Burton versus Moore, and it seems like the gap's just been fluctuating ever so slightly since Burton got past, so I'm unsure if anything drastic has happened.
Ian Ford's got past Ryan Botley. And now Emily Jones is tucked right up on the tail.
Lap car letting them by, that is Matthew Clote. Just getting pretty close.
Yes, getting very juicy because that look, Jason Benson's in this too now. We've got 4 cars separated by a second right at this present moment.
Have a look at Ian Ford. He's already gapped Bodley quite a bit as he's trying to find his way past Delale across the top. Down to the elbow. Let's see what happens here. Oh, goodness me. Oh, bit of contact between Bence and Clote. Clote tagged Bence slightly, coming into the elbow. And that's meant that Bence has really lost ground to Jones.
Jones looks like she might be close enough to get a move done. Maybe not on Bodley. Bodley here going on Delilac. Will be able to get it done? No, Delilac's holding position.
We'll want to... Oh, hang on a minute, Sandian. Jesus.
David Lord right on the tail of James Scott down.
Yep. Oh, and Sandian just trying to get back online. He's got a bunch of cars there. Ready, waiting for him just to try and lap him. Unfortunately, I think that's throwing Jones and Bence off a little bit, but Jones is right in the back of Bodley again.
Engine currently 4 laps down from the race leader. Full gap to gain to the next car ahead in Anthony Mancarella. This battle between James Scott and David Lord, one I'm watching quite intently at the moment because across the top of the mountain, James Scott doesn't look like he's quite got it. But then coming down the straights and then on the bottom of the circuit, looks a lot more stable, a lot quicker.
Yeah, I do know that car, the 74 TTL entry, it's been in the wars a couple of times, had a bit of damage done to it. They may have gotten in there and repaired some of it, but I get the feeling that ASM Young Guns car ahead of it's a little bit cleaner, probably a bit more aerodynamically efficient at this stage.
Hearing reports that the issues for the number 1 car was Jake getting a bit distracted by the conversation around strategies and the like. He's muted himself and instantly pulled a second.
Alright, well, whatever works.
It's not too good when you're trying to discuss strategy though.
Yeah, that is true, but hey, I suppose someone can just poke him on TeamSpeak or something and he'll get a sound notification.
Unless you're like me and have it all turned off and you never hear a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I just went and checked before and I got like 40 messages of people trying to get my attention, but oh well.
Jake Burton makes his way past Mancarella in the 070.
I look at David Lord here. He's going to be looking to make a move here in Murray's corner. Not quite. It's just right at the points where he's close enough to make a move. He just doesn't have that last little bit.
Yeah, he's got a tiny bit of a run here out of Murray's, but once again, he's just lifting off in advance.
Maybe doing a bit of fuel saving.
Yeah, most likely, but look, he's got a bit of a run here on James Scott. Scott's going to stick to the right-hand side of the circuit, let Lord take the long way around.
Might be able to do it. The pace that 74's got looks very, very good. Now, just behind too. Chris Kiley and Ford.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a big moment. Ian Ford's through, so Ian Ford up to 11th position.
Oh boy, so this is once again a 4-car chain.
And not too far behind is Bodley and Jones that will be probably in amongst it within the next couple of corners.
Yeah, unfortunately Bentz hasn't quite been able to catch up to the back of Jones since his little incident with, I can't remember who it was that tagged him.
It was the 099.
Indeed it was. So, looks like that car's...
I don't remember which driver, but I remember that car was the one. Great to see so many cars on the lead lap still. We approached the magical lap number 100. We are on that now.
Jones just ran wide in the elbow. That's gotten Bodley and Bentz right back onto her. Have a look at Bodley's slipstream.
Just made a move up the inside of the chase.
Hillsell in the pits.
Right,
All
here
happy
we go.
right on cue.
Yeah, right on cue, 100%. Looks like more in the pits as well.
Yep, Hillsell in, more in. Rogers continues on. James Scott riding behind Ian Ford. Ian Ford's just got done on James Scott. The timing goes haywire. All the cars moving ahead of drivers in the pits. Ryan Bodley also in the pits. An interesting strategy here, pitting on lap 100. Reverse from here, 21 lap stints. 161 back to 140. 140 back to 119. 119 back to now. 2 more stops.
Yep.
Not a bad strategy play.
Yep, certainly not. Can't believe we're now in the triple digits for laps.
Good comment about always need to have a Jones in a Bathurst race. We've had 3. Emily, Craig and Paul.
Yes, indeed. I would hazard a guess though that they're not related.
No,
to each
not at
other.
all. I don't think so. Because Paul and Craig teamed up together as well, and their race unfortunately done in the 111, but so they're still out pacing around at the moment. Paul Jones is out on track, but it's pretty funny to think that you can't have a Bathurst without a Jones. That's actually quite good. We start 60 to go.
Yes, indeed. I quite like that little observation. That's really good. But Jason Bentz on the back of Emily Jones is really in the draft now. Jones already lost a position to Bodley, and now Bentz has got a massive run. I get the feeling he might get by. Or Jones may... Nope, she's going to yield.
Yep, thinking long term, I think.
Yeah, Raj Chevet in the broadcast chat. How's the race coming along? See for yourself, mate. It's looking
It's pretty good.
quite interesting. Yep.
Well, I've got an ice cream headache trying to work out who's running what strategy as David Lord's in the pits. But guys pitting now are probably doing the most simplistic strategy play, run 20 lap stints from here, but